4 months ago, running a marathon felt nearly impossible. I started running back in 2023 just simply because I had a group of friends doing it. My training was inconsistent, and I was just running to run. I didn't really have a goal. So in February, when I started throwing around the idea of training for a marathon, I knew that I needed to build a solid foundation. Something about the marathon challenged me. It scared me in a good way. And so I started showing up, slowly, steadily, week after week, just adding 10% more. And now I'm sitting at 35 miles a week. No shortcuts, no rush, just steady effort. And along the way, I've changed. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. I've grown a lot.
Wake up the dawn and ask her why.
Physically, my legs are stronger than they've ever been. My cardio is drastically improved. And surprisingly, all of my lifts in the gym are actually increasing. I'm getting stronger there. I feel durable. I feel capable. I've stayed injury-free because I haven't really forced any mileage. I have been very aware of making sure that my ego doesn't get in the way of speed work or pushing myself too hard. There's the everyday discomfort where you say, I don't really want to do this. And then there's the discomfort of, hey, if I don't stop now, I'm probably going to end up with an injury. So being self-aware enough to know when to push, when to back off is very important. And I am happy to say that I feel like I've done a pretty good job at that through this whole preseason process. Just building a very solid base, staying consistent, not trying to hit home runs, but just trying to get a little bit better every single day. Mentally, I've stopped asking myself, can I do this? And I've started to just tell myself, let's go out and see what we're made of. The distance of 26.2 miles doesn't necessarily feel impossible to me anymore. I know that after just this little bit of training, the base that I've built, that I could go out today and I could complete 26.2 miles. I'm not saying that it would be pretty, and I'm not saying that it would be fast, but I am saying
I'll let you go 50 miles today.
You'll let me run 50 miles today?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I couldn't complete 50 miles. I don't think I could do that. But,
what?
Yeah.
I could complete 50 miles.
Yeah, you could. You sure could.
I'm actually gonna need a shower after that if I do one.
You'll need to shower after it?
Yeah, because I'm probably gonna be sweating.
I would think so. I would definitely think so. So I can't remember what I was saying. Anyways, I feel like I could go out and I could complete 26.2 miles today. I'm not saying that it would be pretty. I think it would probably be slow. I think I might cross the finish line with some sort of injury, but I could complete it.
Well, I'm gonna beat you with that part.
Right.
I'm gonna beat you.
Right.
You're not gonna win me because you're not gonna beat me.
You're right. You would definitely be faster than me because you're just the best. You're the fastest. I totally lost my train of thought.
You said it's not gonna be cold and stuff and like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was talking about it's not going to be cold. I don't remember saying that. Anyways, at this point, I have a respect for the distance of the marathon without ever having ran it. And I am more concerned about what I can do within that distance now.
I'll give you some
So
track.
I want to push myself as hard as I can. I want to give this thing my all. And everything that I have read, everything that I've listened to about running your first marathon, every single person says, don't go into it with a time goal. Your goal should just be to complete the marathon. And I'm heeding that advice to some extent. But I would be lying if I didn't say that I really hope to break 4 hours, at least.
Hope no more sickness costs forever.
Me too. I hope I don't get sick throughout this process.
Like, you can't be around Mommy if she was sick.
Well, where would I go?
Golfing?
Okay. That last clip really didn't age well because I did end up getting sick with probably the worst stomach bug I've ever had in my life. And it was something called the norovirus. And I pray you never get it, because I puked and I puked and I puked some more. And the toll that it took on my body was worse than I anticipated. It's the last week of preseason, and I haven't hit any miles this week. This is my first run, and I feel pretty good. Probably needed a bit of a break, but I'm just gonna treat this week as a down week. Maybe I'll hit 20 miles, maybe more, maybe less, but I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm just gonna take it easy, listen to my body, and I know that next week I will continue back to my 35 mile a week goal. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm just kind of recapping the preseason in this episode. And spiritually, I've grown a lot. I've gotten to spend a lot of time in prayer on these runs, a lot of time listening to scripture, and it's just amazing all the things that you can work through while out on a run. But my plan for the summer is there's about 4 months in a marathon prep, and there's 4 gospels. So month 1, I'll be in Matthew, month 2, Mark, then Luke, then John. And if you want to join me in that, feel free. And I'm excited to see the fruit of that at the end of this marathon prep. It is really hard to talk and hold a camera and run all at the same time. Who knew? I wanted to show you guys a new kick that I've been on. It's well, you can't really see it. It's some bran flakes. Just plain wheat bran cereal. And it's pretty good. You can get it at Aldi. So that's kind of been the new cereal that I've been on. And if you're thinking to yourself, Brendan, do you just keep a box of bran just like next to your desk when you're editing videos? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. And I think respectfully, you should mind your business with that question, because it doesn't pertain to you. And if I want to keep bran flakes by my desk, I can keep bran flakes by my desk. You know, you can too, if you want to. They're at Aldi. It's not a paid sponsorship or anything. I went into this preseason thinking about how this was going to grow me mentally, physically, spiritually. You're probably tired of hearing me say that, but I'm going to continue to. What I didn't expect was how socially this was going to reconnect me with old friends and new ones. And the conversations that I've gotten to have about dreams and purpose and discipline and faith and Jesus, they're really exciting to me. They're super inspiring to me. They're actually inspiring me to continue to make more videos, to continue to chase this goal and set new ones. My goal with this channel isn't to get you to run a marathon. If you want to run a marathon, I'm in full support of it. But I do want to raise the standard of average. I want average normal people, and I don't say that in a derogatory way. I consider myself normal average guy trying to chase some goals, trying to be the best he can be. And that's what I want to inspire people to do. Normal average people to raise the standard of average. And that takes a collective effort. That takes a group of people united on that mission to wake up every day and say, today, mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm going to do the best that I can. And then you go to sleep, and if you fail, you wake up the next day, and you say the same thing. And I hope that if you watch this, you're not just consuming it. If you like the content, awesome. I hope so. But I hope that you watch it and you say, I want to be a part of that journey. I want to come along for that ride to raise the standard of average. And I think we can do it. This entire preseason has been a testing ground, a chance to count the cost. And I have. I've looked at my schedule, I've looked at my energy, my family, my faith. I've done the work, I've built the foundation. I've wrestled with the cost of training and time and energy. And I realized that I answered the question. I can do this. So there's only one thing left to do. Commitment. I still haven't signed up yet. You guys don't even know which marathon I plan on running.